superfoods may have health benefits, but no more than other nutritionally dense foods. So-called superfoods are foods that are rich in nutrients. Superfoods are mostly plant-based, but also some fish and dairy that are nutritionally dense, containing lots of vitamins, minerals and antioxidants that are good for one's health. However, superfood isn't a scientifically recognized term, with no set criteria to determine what is and isn't a superfood. Regardless, some foods, like blueberries, salmon, kale and acai, are nutritionally very valuable in comparison to other, less nutritionally dense foods. Superfoods don't have their own food group. Superfood is more of a marketing term for foods that have health benefits. Superfoods contain a variety of nutrients, such as antioxidants, which are thought to ward off cancer and other diseases by reducing oxidative stress on the body. Oxidative stress occurs when there is an excess of free radicals in the body associated with human disease. Some foods, like salmon, also have healthy fats, which can help to prevent heart disease. High-fiber foods, like kale, can promote good digestion and provide a sense of fullness, which can aid in weight loss efforts. Consuming foods that are packed with nutrients is certainly a good idea. But the key to a healthy diet is to consume a variety of nutritious foods in the right quantities. Blueberries. Blueberries often top many lists of superfoods because they are rich in vitamins, soluble fiber and phytochemicals. Chemical compounds produced by plants that have an impact on human health, often including chemicals that give plants color or disease resistance. But the same nutrients found in blueberries are also found in many other kinds of berries, including strawberries and cranberries. Regular consumption of berries can significantly bring down inflammation levels within the body. A high intake of phytochemicals, known as flavonoids, which are found in berries, may reduce the risk of certain heart conditions in young women. But the small, vibrant berry may take the top spot purely because it has been more frequently studied. Kale. Kale lives up to the hype. It has attracted as a superfood, but so do most dark, leafy greens, Swiss chard, collards, mustards, spinach and cabbages. Include broccoli on that list as well. It's in the cabbage mustard family. The modern version is grown for its flower instead of its leaves. All these dark green colored vegetables are loaded with vitamins A, C and K, as well as fiber, calcium and other minerals. Regular consumption of spinach may lead to a reduced risk of developing several health conditions, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, and several types of cancer. Sweet potatoes and squash. Sweet potatoes and squash also usually make the superfood list for reasons similar to those listed for leafy greens. Both kinds of food are generally excellent sources of fiber, vitamin A and much more. Beans and whole grains. Beans and whole grains are also included on superfood lists. Beans are a source of low-fat protein and insoluble fiber, which lowers cholesterol, soluble fiber, which provides a prolonged feeling of fullness, and loads of vitamins and trace minerals, largely absent in the typical American diet, such as manganese. The pulses, with the highest antioxidant abilities, include yellow peas, green peas, chickpeas, soybeans, lentils, and red kidney beans. Whole grains, named as such because, unlike refined grains, they are not stripped of their nutrient-containing bran and germinating part during processing, have benefits similar to those found in beans, though they don't contain as much protein. Quinoa is not a grain, but it cooks up like one, and is also a remarkable source of protein, vitamins, minerals, fiber and antioxidants. Nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds contain high levels of minerals and healthy fats. Although these are common additions on superfood lists, the downside is that they are high in calories. A quick handful of nuts could contain more than 100 calories. Shelled nuts and seeds, in this regard, are ideal because they take time to crack open, which slows you down. Fish. Salmon, sardines, mackerel and certain other fatty fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are thought to lower the risk of heart disease and stroke. The benefits of eating fish may far outweigh the risk of harming your health from the mercury these fish contain. If you worry about the contaminants your fish dinner may contain, avoid eating fish that are high up on the food chain. Certain fish, such as sharks, swordfish, king mackerel and tilefish, contain higher levels of mercury than smaller fish, like sardines, smelt and anchovies. Fruits. Any superfood list is sure to contain an exotic fruit of the year. This might be acai berry, noni fruit, dragon fruit, rambutan or pomegranate. These fruits might be healthful, but scientific studies don't show that they are more healthful than other, less exotic fruits, such as blueberries. Some of these fruits may be particularly dense in certain kinds of nutrients. Pomegranate, for example, contains L-glutanins and other antioxidants, which may have anti-cancer properties. But red raspberries, which are arguably just as delicious as pomegranate seeds, also contain ellagic acid. Yogurt. A good source of calcium and protein, yogurt also contains live cultures called probiotics. These good bacteria can protect the body from other, more harmful bacteria. Try eating more yogurt, but watch out for fruited or flavored yogurts, which contain a lot of added sugar. Buy plain yogurt and add your own fruit. Look for yogurts that have lived active cultures, such as Lactobacillus, L. acidophilus, L. bulgaricus, and S. thermophilus. You can use yogurt in place of mayonnaise or sour cream in dips or sauces. Tomatoes. These are high in vitamin C and lycopene, which has been shown to reduce the risk of prostate cancer. Try tomatoes in a salad or as a tomato sauce over your pasta. You can also put them in stews, soups, or chili. Lycopene becomes more available for your body to use when tomatoes are prepared and heated in a healthy fat, such as olive oil. Olive oil. Olive oil is a good source of vitamin E, polyphenols, and monounsaturated fatty acids, all which help reduce the risk of heart disease. Use in place of butter or margarine in pasta or rice dishes. Drizzle over vegetables, use as a dressing, or when sautéing whole grains. A good source of both soluble and insoluble fiber, whole grains also contain several B vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. They have been shown to lower cholesterol and protect against heart disease and diabetes. Try having a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. Substitute bulgur, quinoa, wheat berries, or brown rice for your usual baked potato. When buying breads at the supermarket, look to see that the first ingredient is 100% whole wheat flour. Criticism of the nomenclature. Scientists claim that use of the term superfood is largely a marketing tool with no root in academic research. Still, manufacturers rely heavily on marketing ploys and lobbyists to shape the public's perception of their products in an attempt to sway public opinion about the health benefits of macadamia nuts. For example, Royal Hawaiian Macadamia Nut, the world's largest purveyor of Hawaii's coveted crop, lobbied the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to make a claim linking the consumption of macadamia nuts to a reduced risk of coronary heart disease. The FDA responded by releasing a carefully worded statement, noting that consuming 1.5 ounces of macadamia nuts per day as part of a low-fat and low-cholesterol diet could potentially reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. It wasn't exactly a ringing endorsement, but the macadamia nut industry took that to the press and consumers went, well, nuts. Another general criticism of the use of the term superfood is that, while the food itself might be healthful, the processing might not be. For example, when green tea is freshly brewed, it has several antioxidants. Commercially manufactured bottled green teas, however, are often cut with inferior teas and brewed with copious amounts of sugar. Many kinds of super juices, squeezed from acai berry, noni fruit and pomegranate, can also include large amounts of added sugar and are not as healthy as they may initially seem. This phenomenon, when retailers misleadingly promote a product as good for you, is known as health washing and is potentially problematic, as consumers may not realize how much sugar they are consuming when they drink these products. Similarly, whole grains are often processed so that they're more palatable, but it makes them less healthful. For example, instant whole grain oats quickly spike sugar levels in the bloodstream once consumed, promoting insulin resistance, obesity and diabetes, in a similar way to consuming heavily processed white bread. Everything in moderation. As the term superfood is not scientific and unquantifiable, it can mislead consumers, prompting them to eat one kind of food over another. Many of whom are trying to lose weight to eat everything in moderation. When we label these foods as super and healthy, people think they can eat them in unlimited quantities. But you do have to be cautious of the amount you eat, because you can gain weight from eating too much healthy food. Research has shown that the ideal diet is one that is largely plant-based, with a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains and healthful animal products, that highlights the positive benefits to blood pressure. Superfoods might be a good entry into healthy eating, and understanding the nutritional value of the food you eat can be enlightening, but there are lots of healthy foods out there to explore, even if no one is calling them super. Plenty of affordable foods that don't carry a superfood label are still nutritionally dense, such as canned peas and carrots, and can be more accessible to those on a low income or who have less access to fresh fruits and vegetables. Similarly, whole grains are often processed so that they're more palatable, but it makes them less healthful. For example, instant whole grain oats are as unhealthy as overly processed white bread, in that they quickly spike sugar levels in the bloodstream once consumed, promoting insulin resistance, obesity and diabetes. No single food, not even a superfood, can offer all the nutrition, health benefits, and energy we need to nourish ourselves. Over the years, research has shown that healthy dietary patterns can reduce risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. Dietary patterns, such as the DASH, dietary approaches to stop hypertension, diet and the Mediterranean diet, which are mostly plant-based, have demonstrated significant health benefits and reduction of chronic disease. However, there are a few foods that can be singled out for special recognition. These superfoods offer some very important nutrients that can power pack your meals and snacks, and further enhance a healthy eating pattern. We made extra efforts to produce such kind of informative videos. If you feel that this video gives you some kind of valuable information, then like and subscribe this channel. Share this video with your family and friends. Hit the bell icon so that you will not miss any such kind of informative videos.